One of the questions that I am asked as a consultant dermatologist all the time is, do we really need all these different skin care regimens and products? It's a great question because there's overwhelming choice. I mean, when you walk into any retail outlet, how on earth you decide what to pick up and use seems overwhelming. So let me try and give you a simplified approach that you can use to slowly steer yourself towards a sensible approach of treating your skin. So the first thing is that skincare actually matters. And let me address what I like to call basic skincare in the first instance. What are the components of basic skincare? Let's start with number one basic important component, cleansers. Cleansers basically remove dirt, grease, sebum, dead skin cells, all these things. Additionally, makeup and sunscreen are things that you want to remove from your skin. So cleansing your skin at least once a day for women, particularly at night time if they're wearing makeup, is a good thing to do. Because if you don't clean the skin properly, you get blocked pores, infection, and irritation. And especially mascara, if you don't take it off, you can get real problems with your eyes. So finding a good, gentle, non-irritating skin cleanser is important. Being gentle is critical in the cleansing process. If you're too aggressive, you strip the skin of its natural barrier, and that can produce what we see as sensitized skin. So a gentle cleanser. There are many different brands, but I'm not going to give specific names just in this particular talk. So a gentle, non-irritating skin cleanser. The second necessary component of basic skincare is a broad spectrum sunscreen, preferably of a factor 50, that works against both ultraviolet A and ultraviolet B rays. It needs to be a product that you are happy to use on a daily basis if you live in areas of the world where the UV index is greater than 3. And you can find what the UV index is at any time through meteorological studies on the internet or via global apps which measure the UV index directly. Use of sunscreens is important to avoid sunburn, and this is produced predominantly by UVB. Both UVA and UVB contribute to pigmentation changes of the skin, flaring in some conditions such as acne and rosacea, and also in the aging process. So the use of a regular sunscreen is an important thing to do. There's good evidence that shows that regular use of sunscreen alone actually impacts on the inflammatory markers in the blood of our body, which shows you that things going on in the skin impact on the rest of the body. So beauty is indeed much more than skin deep. It's important to find a sunscreen that you're happy to use regularly. Patients tell me that anything that's sticky, spotty, shiny or whitey, these are all reasons why they won't use the sunscreen. But the answer is to not stop using sunscreen. The answer is to find a product that you're happy to use. So cleansing and sunscreen are the two critical components of basic skincare. If you've got very dry skin, you may in addition want to use a moisturizer, but in truth, modern sunscreen formulations act as fabulous moisturizers as well. And you may not need to use a separate moisturizer, but if you do, you want to look for a moisturizer that contains a combination of occlusive chemicals, which lay on the skin surface, humectant chemicals which hold water in, and what we call emollient chemicals that really lube your skin. Now, next step up from the basic skincare is active skincare. And if you want to add one product to your basic skincare, one active, then the third component will be a vitamin A or retinoid preparation, either a prescription or over the counter, because the retinoid has got the most dramatic effect on every single layer of the skin. So any basic skincare program that you're going to use will have a cleanser, a broad spectrum sunscreen with or without a separate moisturizer, and a retinoid preparation. Other additional components such as vitamin B or niacinamide and vitamin C, ascorbic acid, can be added to increase the number of actives in your skincare. But beyond this, other agents are not necessary. So next time you're in a retail outlet, just think A, B, C, because we can all remember that even when we're overwhelmed by product choice. So with active skincare, A is for your retinoid, vitamin A at night. And if you want to add in more actives, the B of ABC is vitamin B3 niacinamide, and the C of ABC is vitamin C. So active skincare will add in A, B, and C to your basic skincare of cleanser and SPF. I actually own the trademark for ABC plus SPF as a simple guide to introducing you to products that you might find helpful. I have no conflicts to declare, but I just think it's a very easy approach that I've found when explaining to patients has helped them navigate the impossible path of selecting agents. There are many other different skincare programs, such as the 12-step Korean approach or the 7-layered moisturizing approach, very common in South Korea. But starting with a sort of basic program and then migrating to an ABC plus SPF will work very nicely for the majority of people, and it doesn't need to be expensive. Hope you find that useful. I know how complicated it is. I stand by people in retail outlets all the time and can see their heads are spinning. So hopefully I've given you a practical guide that will get you started on the path to finding out the real products that you find most helpful. But if you've got specific questions that you want to ask, obviously look on my social media outlets where I've responded to some of these in the past on my own and together with colleagues. Subscribe to the channels and keep looking out for weekly video releases, and I'll respond to some of the queries that do come through. So I really hope it's helpful for you to get you started. See you next time.